Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Guess what? Today is that time again. We're going to do the Older Man Random Reviews.
The Older Man Random Review. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes. These are the videos that you guys sent me because you want my opinion on what the hell is going on from an older man's perspective. So, subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Like this video coming in so you don't forget at the end, because a lot of you usually forget anyway, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good, I promise you. So, let's get straight into the first video.
You dropped out of college, and your highest...
Community college.
your Harper College experience, I apologize.
Barely was smart enough to make it through community college.
Okay. What are your qualifications for arguing that college is a scam, or really having any economical knowledge at all, when likely the vast majority of the students here know more than you?
Who's Milton Friedman?
Who's Milton Friedman? I have no idea, and it's not important to this conversation. The same
Who
thing.
is John Maynard Keynes?
Okay, obviously I know who Keynes is.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
He's the most famous economist of all time.
You don't know Milton Friedman?
I mean, that's an economist.
F.A. Hayek?
I don't know who that is.
You're right, I barely made it through community college because I was too busy, starting a national youth movement with hundreds of thousands of members, raising hundreds of millions of dollars,
yes,
having a top 10 most popular podcast,
sure,
and reaching tens of millions of people online every day. I'm a job creator, entrepreneur, autodidact. Do you know what that word means? Yeah, self-taught. You should probably learn that word if you're going to come up and insult other people's intelligence.
Hey.
So...
Oh, man. There you go, guys. There you go. Listen, college, I wouldn't put it as far as being a scam. I would say it's overrated. Listen, I think I've told you guys this story before, but one of my best friends, one of my best business partners I've ever had, he went to 2 colleges, right? He loved colleges and he had money. He went to Harvard, graduated top of his class in Harvard, studied international law. Then he went to a university in Texas. I can't remember the name of it, but still a very high-end one. And he did those simultaneously, just so that you see how nuts he was. But education was his thing. He loved it. Got a job at Goldman Sachs. I mean, the money is flowing. So one day him and I were talking, he had done all of this already. And I said, what's the difference between these 2 colleges? I mean, yes, one is incredibly more expensive than the other, but really, what is the difference? And he said, Paul, there's no difference between these colleges. You're going to learn pretty much from the same books. But the only difference is the network. The guys that you meet at Harvard, those are the guys that you're going to see on Wall Street. Those are the guys that their parents are running Fortune 500 companies. It's literally a school for the elite of the elite. The people who are running governments behind the scene, their kids are now coming up. So when you go into high network jobs and you had in your CV and it says Harvard graduate on it, they're not looking at the marks. They don't give a shit if you graduated number 1, number 2, or number 50. They understand that you must be networked. So you're going to find that those guys that already got the jobs just by having the name Harvard behind them are all being put in these positions because their buddies are there. The network, the Harvard network is there. And that's the difference. Otherwise, yeah, it's a waste of money. Why? Because there is too much free education online. Tons of it. Anything you wanted to know. Because think about it, right? All you're doing is absorbing information in school and then spitting it out in an exam. And it's pretty much just memory. Listen, if you can absorb a certain amount of information and apply it, make it relevant, you pretty much will pass college. But what is stopping you from doing the same thing with online information? Same thing. I'll give you an example. I literally learn all of my photography from YouTube videos. That's it. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars over 10 years just doing photography. I've met some of the biggest celebrities. I've photographed some of the best of everything. And it pains me when I am working alongside my fellow colleagues in the field who have gone to some of the top universities for fine arts and fine art photography. They spent tons of money where I'm making more money than them. So if you ask me, is college a scam? I would say it's not a scam. You got to know what you're getting out of it. Ladies, if you're going to college and you're not finding a husband in college, you're wasting your time and money. But before we proceed to the next video, I want you to remember how full of himself this little dude is, right? What makes you qualified? Don't ever make somebody ever tell you that. What makes you think that you're qualified to tell me or tell us, these educated ones around us, that college is a scam? Lack of respect. Putting down someone based on their educational level. He should have known better than that. You don't argue with someone with a microphone. I hope most of these kids learn their lesson. When a grown-ass man stands up in front of you with a microphone and you don't know his credentials, you better not come out of the gate going, what make you think you're qualified? Because 90% of these little shits that are listening to him won't achieve 1/10 of what this man here on stage has achieved. The audience, being able to hire other people, most of them will be drones working for some corporation with absolutely no influence whatsoever. So for all of you little educated ones out there, just be careful. Watch your speech. Formal education is overrated. And my life experience have shown me that very well. All right, next video.
No matter how old a man gets, he's always going to have options. Younger, finer, fitter, willing. But they wasted all their time telling all these good men, oh no, you're not my type, and I need a man that's gonna do all this stuff for me. You too broke for me. Y'all brag about the fact that y'all don't cook. You brag about the fact that you're not cleaning for nobody. You brag about the fact that you're selfish. You brag about all these things that are contrary to what a man wants. What happens is they start approaching that wall. Once they are approaching that wall, or once they hit it, they already got kids. They're not in their prime anymore. And then they get frustrated. They try to convert other women and try to convince other women that they also don't need men, because now they no longer qualify. Now what are you left with? You're broken, used, washed up, your self-worth, your dignity, all of that done gone. Now what you gonna do? You love talking about yourself, and you could do bad all by yourself, and it's all about me, and because I'm the prize. Where are your results then? If you the prize, who the prize winner? You the prize, where is the collector of the prize?
Woo! She's spitting some facts. Here's the reality of life and the relationship market as we see it. Males and females are constantly negotiating, okay? The woman is negotiating with the punani and her sexuality, okay? The man is negotiating with his resources. I'm going to exchange my resources for the punani. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm breaking it down to you in its rawest form. Yes, we can call it fertility and youth, okay? But I'm just going to give it to you raw. We are constantly negotiating for those two things. A woman don't look at any other qualities. She don't give a shit about peace. She don't give a shit about how well she can cook and clean and provide him with any sort of advancement. She only looks at the punani. And for those women who look at it a little deeper, their education. That's why women are constantly trying to improve their body. The titties, the lips, the BBLs, the nails, the eyelashes, the makeup. It's constant. I'm just breaking it down to its bare core. The women are constantly trying to negotiate with her body, and the man in turn has to negotiate with his resources. And every woman thinks that her coochie, her punani, her sexuality deserves more money, and men simply know that they're not going to acquire enough resources before usually the age of 30, and that's when the scripts flip. The woman starts to lose her assets, and the man now takes the power position. When the woman is in her power position, she tends to play around with the assets that she has instead of locking down a man. She's arrogant. She thinks that she got it and she's going to get a better and better and better and better man. While in the meantime, the man is just trying to hustle and build himself. When he reaches his 30s, 34, 35, yes, The money's starting to come in. His resources have been built. And that same 30-year-old woman that he came up with now, she thinks that she now deserves him. And he's saying, hell no, I just got my shit. I need to play a little bit. I need to, do the rounds. I need to be careful about who I pick. And I want younger than you. That's the gist of it. It's an age-old story, but in this modern era, the problem is that women have lost their way because women control the market. They are the product on the market. Ladies, you don't realize that you control the market. The less punani you put on the market, the more scarce it becomes and the rarer it becomes, the more precious it becomes. But what have you done? You've thrown the punani out on the market. You flood the market with the free punani. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the panani before I get commitment. I'm gonna give you my womb. I'm gonna give you my fertility before I commit to you. The stupidest thing is that women have screwed up the market and they don't realize it. Feminism have told you some dumb shit. It's not rocket science. Supply, demand. All right, I'm going too long on these. I'm gonna try to keep them a little shorter.
Honestly, fellas, I see why the women are picking the bear. And if we being honest, if they asked us, would we rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or a woman? I'd probably be stuck in the woods with a bear. Because I never seen a mama bear pick her kids up on Friday and drop them off at her grandma's house and don't pick them up until Sunday night. I ain't never seen a mama bear wake up one day and just decide that she's unhappy. So the whole house has to be unhappy and she leaves her marriage and her kids. I never seen a mama bear put her babies in a microwave and turn it on for an excessive amount of time to ultimately kill her child because of postpartum. I never heard a mama bear saying that her youngest kid was getting bullied by her two older kids, so she killed her two older kids and kept them in the freezer for years while people were searching for her kids. I never once, had these type of things come from a mama bear. So I'm pretty much skeptical of dealing with a woman in the woods. I'm sorry. I'm just putting it out there.
I hear no lies. I hear no lies. I'm glad this guy pushed back on this whole bear in the woods crap. Because, you know what? It's a stupid analogy. But women have pushed this narrative now. And it's gone viral. I heard it on CNN this morning. Freaking mainstream media has picked up this story. Would a woman prefer be caught in the woods with a bear or a man? So I'm glad that this brother turned it around and realized that how stupid the analogy is. It's another drizzle moment. You get my point. Next one. For those of you that think Africa, they're just walking around in huts and grass skirts and shit. Our African brothers have the money. Well, the parents do. The parents have the money so that their kids can do this for prom. But I fear that this whole idea of lavishing young women with that amount of accolade and wealth is going to start the same phenomenon that have made black women in America outrageously entitled. So my African friends, please, just rein this thing in a bit. Because once you start this trend, you're going to start hearing women with the obnoxious, outrageous requirements from you as a man. No, you don't have enough money. Why you don't have a helicopter? Well, you got to bring the helicopter for me. That was my best African accent. You don't want that, man. Trust me. You do not want to start this crap. Because young men, you're going to create monsters. Because once you give women a little taste of this, it never stops. And it will destroy the dating market. That's all I have to say about that. Guys looking good, looking sharp. Your women are nice and tight. No fatness there. But you gotta be careful, man. Now, this one, gentlemen, is a warning. I always keep telling you, women always try to act like babies. Now, just watch this woman's behavior. Because I've seen this played out quite a few times over the internet already. But watch this woman's behavior and then take a big warning from this. I don't know if you can decipher the audio from this, but you have to be careful around women like this.
We are not going to serve without law enforcement. We're at that point now. After the display of behavior here, that is not acceptable. We are after all this, we were very accommodating.
And listen, this isn't a black woman thing, by the way. I've seen this action in white women. I've seen it in Asian women. This is a behavior that you have to identify that there are some serious issues going on up there. He was right to say, I am not going upstairs with her without security. He called the police. Exactly. This shit is on video. You do not want to go near a woman like this alone. You actually have to see this action as the ultimate not be anywhere near that woman again. If she's your wife already, God forbid if you didn't see this before you got married or committed to her, she needs therapy. Yeah.
Was married 71 and a half years of marriage. It was burning. I loved him. He was a great guy. He had a wonderful sense of humor. We did things together. We had 5 children. I've got 3 boys and 2 girls, and they're all good people. And we always had fun together. They learned work ethic. They went to school. Their lives were filled. I have tons of grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and 4 great-great. You couldn't ask for more than that.
Yes. She was married 71 years. You don't get them like that anymore. This is called till death do us part. And what did she say at the end? Couldn't ask for more. I couldn't ask for more. That, ladies, is what you need to endure. This is the quality woman you need to aspire to be. Nothing else to say. She is the example that you need to follow. That's a different generation, a different mentality of woman. Happy. I couldn't ask for more. That's the point. That's the period on a life well lived. When she see her genetic line have grown up healthy, happy, fulfilled, that she could have grandkids and great grandkids. Wow. I applaud her.
My race, Bobby Lee.
You never dated a white guy?
No.
Why?
Because white men don't like fat women. They give their fat women to black men.
Duh, dude. Duh. Obviously.
Or they kill them.
That too, man. History, dude.
Yeah. You don't watch Snap? Bitch, I said lose weight and hit in the head with a brick. White men only like fat women if the couple is extremely poor. White people with money, they don't want no out of shape white fat.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
That shit was funny. White men don't like fat white women. They leave them for the black guys. Yeah, that's not me. I do not like a fat woman. I'm using the word freaking fat as one of the conditions I had with my wife. You get fat, that's grounds for divorce. I'm going to keep this in good shape, and I expect the same from you. Unless you get some illness. That's the only way I would accept that. Otherwise, I'm out. And my wife knows this. We've discussed it many times after we've gotten married. And it's something that you guys have to be cognizant of. Now listen, I'm not being politically correct on my channel. That shit is for Americans. You guys can do that over there. Point is that being fat is a sign of being unhealthy, whether it's physical or mental. A woman must have enough pride in herself and enough care about her body to take care of it. Stop eating so damn much. It's not that difficult. No. In saying that, I just bought a new body fat scale today. Yeah, there it is. Let me just show you guys. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just telling you. Just so that you know I'm not BSing you. Just bought it. Just took it out the package. Just came by Amazon. It's one of those that you hold on to and it will, measure your body fat. So I'm excited to start getting my shit together again because I think I've gained about 5 pounds, and that's not acceptable in my books, my friends. Nope. So that's what I think it was like $150. I'll put the link just in case you guys want to buy it, but this wasn't intended to tell you anything. I was just excited about it because I just opened the package from Amazon as I'm recording this. All right, let's move on to the next one.
How could you do this to me, Anna? You are my wife! How could you sleep with my brother? I just get back from war! We've been married for 20 years! We've got 2 kids, for God's sake! How could you do this to me? This is a place where I don't feel alone.
Ah, man, that's painful. That's painful. So he's not only lost his brother, he's lost his wife. He's lost his 2 kids. He's lost his way of life. Women don't understand that when they do these things, it destroys everything. 20 years. For what? A little piece of flesh that goes inside your vagina? That's it. And his brother is worse. Your brother is supposed to be holding on to your back, taking care of things, man. Wow. Some men just get so damn thirsty. It's sick, man. What? There's nothing much. You can see his pain. I mean, you always sort of second guess about these things. I mean, he's a good actor if he's acting. I'm just thinking about who's holding the camera. Either way, it's not a good feeling for any man. But I'm warning you, gentlemen, you got to hold it together. You got to keep it together. I'm glad he's screaming and he's doing all of his physical expressions here and now and out here instead of going and destroying anything else, because this is what make men go mental. Let's go on to the next one.
Men fall in love with what they see. Women fall in love with what they hear, which is why women will always wear makeup and men will always lie.
Oh, man. And this is true. Men are visual first. And for those women who always go on about, oh, I only do this for me, I only wear makeup for me. Bullshit. They wear it because they are making sure that they are always ripe for mate selection. They want to be at the top of that ladder. They want to preserve that youth. And like I said in previous videos, it's always a competition. So women always think that they're doing it for themselves when in fact they're competing with other women. Every woman wants to think that her punani is better than another woman, and they love to show off what their panani is capable of catching. Look at what I can attract versus you. So when these women think that they're not doing it for men, directly, they're not. They're doing it to impress other women. I said you guys are just doing it for yourselves, just to outcompete and show that you're still hot. Yeah, gentlemen, that's what we got to deal with as men. It will never, ever stop. Oh, gosh, you guys are going to love this one. It epitomizes the current dating market. All right? You guys know that I don't like to keep it too serious. I like to throw in a little humor here and there. So here's a humorous one for today. It's a skit, obviously, but Every bit of humor in this world always have a hint or a lot of realism behind it. But we gotta laugh. We have to laugh at some of these things that go on in our society.
Look at God. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm good.
Wow. What's your name?
Cash out.
Cash App?
Yep.
That's actually really funny. That's really funny though. I'm JB Cash App. JB Brown. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, you even shake my hand with the wrong hand. You started off with the wrong foot and the wrong hand. What's your real name?
Apple Pay.
Apple Pay? Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the name that like your parents gave you?
450.
Oh, even God got a sense of humor. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, 450 Cash App. All right. If I was trying to get to know you, like your character, I see you're funny. Like, okay, tell me something like this. Like, what do you do? What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm in between jobs.
You're in between jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see how this going. All right, I ain't gonna hold you, but maybe I can have your number.
Well, my phone's off, so that'll be $80.
Your phone is off.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, check it out. I was gonna give you my number, and I see where this is kind of going, and I ain't gonna hold you. Here you go. Take that. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
$200. What am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know.
Wow. So you don't want my number no more?
I'm good. Maybe go by your personality.
Yeah. Okay.
The only thing I don't like is how it ended. You know, gentlemen, you should not be rewarding any woman for stupid, bad behavior. So whenever you do encounter these women on the street, because they are out there, there are a lot of them out there. We see them online every day. Don't entertain. From the time she said the first name, Cash Up, thank you. Great to meet you, Cash Up. Keep it moving. Just keep it moving, gentlemen. Eventually, they will all get the message that they sound stupid and the stupid behavior will stop. It's up to you to stop it. Just remember that. If you ain't buying it, the supplier's going to have to change the product. It's as simple as that. Drizzle brothers, Passport brothers, Magtow, Snow bunnies, China dolls. Latinas, every single one of those are options, my friends. So listen, don't put up with this crap. It's up to us to get our women back in line. Get them back in line. That's it. Yeah, I don't give a shit how it sounds. They need to step back in line. All right, next one. All right, so I'm going to end it there, gentlemen. Listen, give me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed this collection of random reviews. And of course, if you guys want to book a session, get me over on askanolderman.com. Okay, until next time, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.